Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your pilot Talon speaking. We are back with another Ship of Lost Lore. Yes, I am Talon, aka Jeff, aka, yes, I have another channel, but today we talking about Ships of Lost Lore. And what ship are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about, in Battlestar Galactica Online, probably my favorite ship in the game. What is it? This ship right here, the Scythe Interceptor Escort. Now, I don't know if I explained it fully in my last video about the Fleet Reconnaissance Raptor, which is my favorite strike, but there's different kinds of ships. There's 4 different basic kinds. There's Interceptor, which is the speed demon. You have the Assault, which is your armored, heavy hog. You have the Command, which is your electronic warfare, and then you have the multi-role, which is Jack of all trades, master of firepower, because they usually have one more gun than anybody else. So, the Scythe. Now, I'm talking the original iteration, because apparently, one of the last times I ever played it, they changed the gun layout of the Scythe to something I absolutely hated. But it's an original configuration. This is what you had. You had one gun on the bow, a gun each on the cheeks, and then on the lower part of the Scythe, you had 3 guns, which gave you unbelievable arcs of fire. Just absolutely chef's kiss. It's probably the best escort arc of fire for the Colonials. It's not the best arc overall. That belongs to this ship, the Lich, aka the Football. That had to be one of the most OP gun layouts ever, bar none, in the game. Even Cylon players will tell you that. But back to the Scythe. This ship, for an escort, you could get going really fast. And I mean fast. As fast as some strikes. In fact, one time I had a strike fly up next to me who had a tier 10 engine boost. And if with you're in a click or two, you share the boost. So he hit me, and I rocketed off over 100. Normally I was going about 75, 80, but oh my god. So yeah, my setup was like this. And a buddy of mine, I can't remember his name for the life of me now, put me onto this setup for a gunboat Scythe. On the nose, you put on a long range, so you keep people under threat enough so they can't instantly jump in 10 seconds. If someone tries to jump while they're under threat, it takes a minute and a half, so it gives you a better chance to get them. And then he called it the layered cake. So you have the long on the nose, on the 2 cheeks up in front of the head, up on the head, you put medium range cannons. And then on the bottom, you put a trio of short range cannons. So not only, it doesn't matter which way you turn frontal, you always have the same amount of firepower, and it always increases the closer you get to the Scythe. And I had some of the best Cylon strike pilots with the best gear go. Dude, what the hell did you do to that thing? What level are your guns? I'm like, 7. They're like, and you did that much damage to me? Yep. They're like, God damn, I hope you never get that thing to level 15 or I'll never win against you. That's the plan. Never did, but let's just say, my Scythe, certain strikes and they saw it, were just noped off. Like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that because that's just too much damage and I don't want to get shot down. So, yeah. And of course, there was also my other favorite configuration, Missile Boat! Oh, I became one of the kings of missile spam. Because you see, friends, on the front and the left side, I put long-range missile batteries. On the right, I put a couple of short-range gun batteries to deal with enemy missiles, and if I had strikes, fight with them that way. But I remember one time, this guy on a Fenrir, the best, Cylon line/battleship, was complaining because he couldn't get anywhere near me. I was just raining hell outside of his gun range. He couldn't close the range and he couldn't run away, and I just kept raining missiles. He eventually jumped away, but not before he told me in, open chat of, dude, that had to have been the most annoying escort I have ever had to try and deal with as a line. Because I couldn't quite kill him because he had health recharge in his armor slots, the infamous 4719 line, but he couldn't close to kill me and he couldn't run away until he jumped. and I just sat there with missiles, just raining hell. A lot of lines figured out, yeah, they saw me in a Scythe. They were hoping I was in gumbo configuration, because if I was in missile configuration, good luck trying to catch me or hit. And it was funny because one line had a bunch of long range missiles, which put me in his range. He started firing at me, and I just turned, went in a circle pattern, and just shot down all his missiles with my guns. Also, the point of the fact that I was also faster than his missiles, so if I just turned around and ran away, his missiles couldn't hit me. So, yeah, fun times in the Scythe. My favorite, bar none, escort, and possibly my favorite ship in Battlestar Galactica Online. So, to give you the full-on overview after me sharing some of my favorite stories with it, like I said, there are 6 guns, 2 hull, so interceptors tend to be pretty fragile. So you wanted to pick and choose when you got into a gunfight, because if I took my, even in gumbo configuration, took my Scythe up against a Lich, 9 times out of 10, the Lich was going to walk all over me and then some. And I mean walk all over me. If they had 7 guns and a better gunplay out, I just couldn't keep up with the amount of firepower they could lay down. So that's 6 guns in the configuration I told you, 2 hull, 2 computer slots, and 5 engine slots. And usually I ran all, boosters. So when I went under Tillion Burn, I went fast for an escort. I mean, I was booking. So yeah, that's the Scythe. Let me know what you think below. And do you want me to keep doing Battlestar Galactica Online ships? Would you like me to shift gears and find some other ships of Lost Lore to go tackle? I'm Jeff, and I'll catch you next time on Ships of Lost Lore. Talon out.